welcome to the NewsHour agenda. I'm Madhavdas Gopalakrishnan. It's a double whammy for Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Already facing the ED heat in the Liquorgate case, Arvind Kejriwal today skipped the ED summons in connection with the alleged irregularities in the Delhi Jal Board case. Now, it was for the first time that Kejriwal was summoned in the matter. In fact, remember that Kejriwal has already skipped 8 summons in the Liquorgate probe, and a fresh 9th summons was issued on Sunday asking him to appear before the agency on the 21st of March. But even as the Aam Aadmi Party has claimed vendetta once again, Times Now has managed to access decisive evidence in the alleged 38 crore rupee Delhi Jal Board scam. Now, we've accessed a contract report awarded by the DJB itself in 2018, when Chief Minister Kejriwal was the then chairman of the board. The first document shows that the DJB's technical committee recommended that NKG Infrastructure be awarded a contract of 38 crore rupees. Now, in the second document that we are bringing you shows why the ED claims that the contract was illegally given. DJB's own report lists that a PWD member objected to it and even refused to sign. It says that the PWD member said that as per CVC guidelines, a negotiation with the bidder can't be conducted. Negotiated rates received are higher than the rate in March 2018. Tenders be recommended for rejection against the majority view is also being cited over here. So clearly, this red flag by the PWD was completely ignored by the DJB. Now, amidst the politics over the summons in the Delhi Jal Board case, the ED has mounted its heat on Kejriwal in the Liquorgate case as well. For the first time, ED in a signed press statement has named Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia and said that 100 crore rupees were paid to the leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. ED says the investigation has revealed that K. Kavita conspired with the top AAP leaders, including Kejriwal and Sisodia, for getting favors in the Delhi excise policy case. Now, in exchange of these favors, the ED says that she was involved in paying 100 crore rupees to the leaders of Aam Aadmi Party. While opposing bail to AAP leader Manish Sisodia, the CBI in its submissions in the court has today said that some high-profile or XYZ may be arrested soon. The big question now is, who is this high-profile XYZ person that CBI has talked about? While we'll have to wait and watch, but for now, the politics is raging with the BJP gunning for Kejriwal and accusing him of running away from the probe.
सम्मान की बात है, ये पहले दिन से सबको पता है कि ये राजनीतिक महत्वाकांक्षाओं से प्रेरित भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सम्मान है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के दबाव में ईडी सीबीआई सम्मान भेजती है। अरविंद केजरीवाल कह रहे हैं इलीगल है। कोर्ट ने उस पर सुनवाई की, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को जमानत दे दी। कोर्ट में सुनवाई चल रही है। उसके बाद भी इतनी बेचैनी क्यों है बार बार ईडी का समन भेजने के लिए?
जो उनको जमानत मिली है वो इस बात की मिली कि वो जो शराब घोटाले में समन से उससे पेश नहीं हो रहे थे, इसलिए उन पेश न होने के कारण से उनके खिलाफ एक पीओ वाला मामला शुरू हो गया था, प्रोक्लेमेंट ऑफेंडर वाला। वो उसके चलते उनको जमानत मिली। इसी प्रकार ये जल बोर्ड वाले मामले में है, ये दिल्ली जल बोर्ड में जो बड़ा घोटाला किया उन्होंने, कोई लगभग 100 करोड़ का बड़ा घोटाला है, और दिल्ली जल बोर्ड ने पिछले 6 साल से अपनी बैलेंस शीट नहीं सबमिट करी। तो दिखता है कि बहुत बड़ा घोटाला है, इससे भाग रहे हैं, परंतु अंततः तो इनको पेश होना ही पड़ेगा।
पहले दिन से ये कह रहे हैं कि अरविंद केजरीवाल दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री हैं और बिना उनकी सहमति के शराब नीति को बदलना, शराब नीति को वापस लेना और उसके बीच में जो करोड़ों रुपए का घोटाला हुआ बिना उनकी सहमति के नहीं हो सकता। और जिस तरह से जांच एजेंसी काम कर रही है और जिस तरह से जांच सामने आ रही है, उनके उप मुख्यमंत्री जेल में है, उनके सांसद जेल में है लगातार, और जिस तरह से चीज़ें सामने आ रही है, तो हमारा ये पक्ष मजबूत होता है और दिल्ली की जनता इस बात को मानती है कि पूरी शराब नीति के पीछे बहुत बड़ा घोटाला हुआ है।
Now, if the investigative agency, in this case being the Enforcement Directorate, comes out with a press release and puts it out there in the public domain that there is a money trail involved, and it involves Mr. Manish Sisodia, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, and it's being linked to Ms. Kavita, then obviously they have something credible against these leaders to come out and put it in the public domain in a press release. The famous Mr. Kejriwal, who came India against corruption, who's running away from joining the investigation. Why are they not answering?
Meanwhile, BRS and AAP's India allies have slammed the ED action, calling it political vendetta.
See, whatever they have been speaking for the past, 1.5, 2 years, and whatever BJP spokespersons are making allegations, the same thing has been stated in the press note given by the ED today. This is a clear case of political vendetta. They wanted to suppress BRS party. They wanted to stop us entering the national politics. So this is a kind of, a modus operandi of Bharatiya Janata Party.
जल संसाधन मंत्रालय का करीब 13,000 करोड़ का घोटाला जब जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में आया था, उसका क्या हुआ? और इसी तरीके से हजारों ऐसे घोटाले हैं, वहाँ ईडी क्या कर रही है भाई? और अब तो बड़ा साफ हो गया है कि बीजेपी से कोई ज़्यादा भ्रष्ट हो सकती, ये बात करेंगे, ये दूसरों के नोटिस थमाते हैं, इन्होंने क्या किया?
You're watching the NewsHour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And for more on this, let's go right across to our guest. Joining us, we have with us Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP. Karan Verma is an author joining us. Ravi Sirvastava is a political analyst. Also joining us is Krishank, spokesperson of the BRS. Tehseen Purawala, political analyst, is with us here in the studio. Let me start with Ravi Sirvastava. Ravi Sirvastava, the CBI today says that it's going to be a high-profile XYZ who's going to be arrested, with the Enforcement Directorate for the first time in this kind of a statement naming. Of course, in other remand notes, etc., we have seen the name come in. But in this statement, they are specifically saying that the ED investigation, I'm quoting from the statement, that Ms. Kavita, along with others, conspired with top leaders of AAP, including Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia, for getting favors in the Delhi excise policy formulation and implementation. In exchange, she was involved in paying 100 crores to the leaders of AAP. There's only one surmise that many can draw, or many would draw, given these facts that are before us, Ravi Sirvastava.
Good evening, Madhav. They are talking about 100 crores. At least they would have recovered 100 rupees from somewhere. I mean, this whole liquor gate has become a kind of a joke which is going on for last 2.5 years, for no ending. I mean, they are not able to find a rupee anywhere. They have raided thousands of people. They have raided hundreds of premises. They have arrested so many people. They could not get even a rupee anywhere. They have searched the lockers. They have gone to village, seen the land, village ancestral houses, but they could not find even a single rupee. I don't know what kind of ghotala is this. I think this is going to end up, my apprehension is, like 2G scam. And it 1,76,000 crore embezzled. Not a rupee found anywhere. And finally, after 5 years, there is no case. The 2G scam never happened. Like, this is how the ED or CBI are working. Anyway, now CBI has said it. I don't know whether there is statement XYZ will be arrested, or whether it is A, B, C or XYZ.
Okay, I have a few questions for you on the Delhi Jal Board scam as well, but I'm going to go one by one. On the Liquorgate probe, at least, Sanju Verma, Ravi Sirvastava says there's not a shred of evidence, leave alone 100 crores, 100 rupees have not been found. Please respond to it.
Madhav, I just want to tell Ravi Sirvastava, his confidence is belied by the fact that Supreme Court, we are not talking about the Patiala High Court, we are not talking about the Rouse Avenue Court, we are not talking about the CBI Special Court, we are not talking about the Delhi High Court. No less than the apex court, the highest court in India, the Supreme Court, has repeatedly, more than 12 times, Manish Sisodia's bail plea has been rejected. Satyendra Jain was asked a couple of hours back to surrender and go back to Tihar jail, which is where he rightfully belongs. Sanjay Singh's bail plea has also been rejected at least half a dozen times. So if anyone comes here and waxes eloquent, koi liquor scam to hua hi nahi, you are basically undermining and questioning the credibility of the Supreme Court, point number one. Very quickly, point number two. I always say, Madhav, and I've done a zillion shows with you, in a criminal offense, there are three things which are very relevant: malafide intent, proceeds of crime, and a money trail. And repeatedly, the Supreme Court has said, in fact, ad verbatim I quote, the Supreme Court, while denying bail to Manish Sisodia, said, a money trail tentatively of rupees 338 crore has been established. And the last and most important point, the statement of an approver or a witness is very important, and under section 306 of the CRPC, Dinesh Arora, one of the prime accused, turned an approver, and an approver's witness statement is legally credible in a court of law. Are you telling me Dinesh Arora was lying when he said that he was the conduit and he was the intermediary by virtue of which the likes of Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, Satinder Jain and Sanjay Singh were the end beneficiaries, and each of them has benefited to the tune of anywhere between 2 to 3 crore, which is mentioned in the EDI's main charge sheet and the supplementary charge sheets also. So I have showcased to you with numbers that a mala fide intent related crime happened, with proceeds of crime being traced back to the top brass of the Aam Aadmi Party, and a money trail has been established. So don't sit here and talk gibberish.
Okay. No, Ravi, I want to come back to you. I want to come back to you one by one. Please, you can respond to all the points being made over here. But there's a question that many are asking. The question that many are asking is that if Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, has done no wrong, why doesn't he appear before the agency? Because this whole logic of, questioning the summons, tomorrow any accused will start, or any person will start, questioning why should they cooperate with the agency. How are the agencies supposed to work in such a situation, Mr. Srivastava?
Madhav, very simple. They went to the court. The ED went to the court. The Honorable Court gave the bail to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. There is nothing more to say. Even again, they keep on giving the summons. Again, let them go to court and find out. But one thing, let me tell you, in CBI case, there are prima facie evidence has to be produced before arresting. In ED, PMLA, it is the other way around. Accused has to prove himself that he is not guilty. In CBI, prima facie, they have to pick up evidence, solid evidence for arresting someone. And what kind of investigation are they doing? It is 14 months since Sisodia is in jail. The investigation is unending. I mean, you want to investigate for the lifelong or what? But now they are getting exposed slowly. What they did in the Kalmeshwar project in Telangana, that Pegra engineering.
Okay, quick response, Sanju, then go across to others. Quick response, Sanju Verma, quick response. What kind of probe is this? It's going on for a very long time, over 14 months. Please respond to Ravi.
Thank you. Madhav, I have one grouse. If I say anything wrong, you're such an alert anchor. You immediately, chide me and say, no, you're wrong on this front. And I know you're a very knowledgeable anchor. You are aware that when Ravi Sirvastava said Arvind Kejriwal has been given a bail, it is not bail in the liquor scam. He has been given a bail post the application made by the ED under section 174 of the IPC that this man is not complying with the investigation and with our summons. He needs to be interrogated. It is in that aspect that he has been given a bail. But the fact that the probe in the liquor scam is continuing against Arvind Kejriwal, there is no reprieve on that count. Summons jari rahenge. और आज नहीं तो कल नहीं तो परसों नहीं तो नरसों, Arvind Kejriwal will have to face the enforcement directorate. But I will just very quickly say one thing, Madhav. You spoke about the Delhi Jal Board scam without being verbose. Now in the Delhi Jal Board scam, the key company which is at the epicenter of the controversy, as you mentioned,
Sanju, just give me 2 minutes. I want to bring in Krishank. I'm going to come to the Delhi Jal Board scam. It is our exclusive story where our reporter Tejshri has brought us these documents. So please bear with me for just 2 minutes. And certainly let me bring in Krishank on this point. Krishank, the press note also very specifically refers to the role of K. Kavita. It says that Srimati Kavita and her associates were to recover the proceeds of crime paid in advance to Aam Aadmi Party and further generate proceeds of crime from this entire conspiracy. So, the role of K. Kavita over here has been very specifically mentioned in the enforcement directorate. There have been remand notes, of course, that we've seen in the past, but the role of Kavita really comes under a cloud, because here they're saying that she was paying 100 crores to leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. Krishank. Please unmute yourself and speak, sir.
Yeah, Madhav. The first question is, where is the money? How did Kavita Garu transfer? Through bank? 100 crores, how? Where is the money trail? Question number one. Question number two, if we have to take this enforcement directorate press releases seriously, then I would like to quote 24th November 2018, why Sujana Chaudhary, the same Sujana Chaudhary, yesterday who organized Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's public meeting at Palnadu with huge hoardings and cutouts, ED released a press note of 6,000 crores. 6,000 crores corruption, 6 luxury cars seized on Sujana Chaudhary. Then why isn't he arrested? Not even once. Why isn't he convicted? What is ED's conviction rate? So the point is, it is for the court which has to decide. Why I'm saying this, Madhav, is today, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji spoke about this issue in his election speech. About this issue here in Telangana. So the whole point is they want to make this narrative only for their votes and elections to throw mud on KCR and his party by using Kavita Garu. So the whole thing is this press release is just a OTT web series being run. We've seen how a con man, Mr. Sukesh Chandrasekhar, wrote a letter from the jail. That is not mentioned anywhere in the remand report. Why is it suddenly omitted? So this is basically a tamasha which, ED or Modi ji during this elections are running.
I will only say this. I will only say this much, sir. There is a difference between when an accused makes a statement and when an investigating agency makes a statement. And your point is well taken all the same. I'm going to allow Karan to respond to you on the point. He says that what happens to the charges against an individual such as Mr. Chaudhary, who when he was not with the BJP, there was a case against him. There were several serious allegations. Those allegations seem to have vanished into thin air. And this is a washing machine charge that has been made by other political parties in the country on many occasions as well. Karan.
No, Madhav, this is the best defense they can put forward. They can only resort to whataboutery and say why this action has not been taken against this person. Can they come clean on the merits of the case that is against them? Today we can't deny that the liquor scam happened. We can't deny that there was a southern lobby which was represented by Arun Ramchandra Pillai. And it was Mr. Pillai. No, can I please speak?
Go ahead.
Now, when Mr. Pillai makes a confession, should the ED act on it or no? You can't come up and say, oh, the ED hasn't acted against this individual there, that individual there. You have to talk about yourself and the merits of the case. So here, none of them have been able to go to the court and get the summons or anything quashed or the case closed. None of them. In fact, the Supreme Court tentatively established, as Sanju ji said on 30th October 2023, that there is a money trail of 338 crores. There is a southern group, which was, yes, represented by Arun Ramchandra Pillai. There are people like Abhishek Boinpilli, and that is where K. Kavita's connection comes in. Isn't it fair that she's investigated? Isn't it fair that pointed questions are asked to her? Nobody is above the law. You can't shout vendetta and get out of the way. So I think that's a very lame argument to say, oh, there are such cases everywhere in other parties also. That doesn't work here. You talk about your case. You have the answering to do right now when the sword hangs on you.
Quick response, Krishank.
Madhav, doesn't rule of law apply to all in this nation? We are asking that why is ED only cherry picking opposition leaders? Why don't we see anyone joining the Bharatiya Janata Party, being questioned, given notices or summoned? And Madhav, come on, we didn't run away from the investigations. When CBI was sent, we answered them. When ED summoned us, we came there. When they asked mobile phones, when they accused us that the mobile phones were damaged, we handed over the mobile phones. We flashed it off to the media also. And at the end of the day, we have approached to the Honorable Apex Court. It was her constitutional right. You wanted us to come to BJP office. You wanted us to surrender. No, we didn't come to BJP office. We went to the court. Yes, we went to the court. If we had to run away, why would we go to the court? Simple as that.
Okay,
so the point
let me bring in Tehseen on
they
this.
don't have the merits of the case. They are doing the whataboutery by throwing false allegations.
Yeah, one second. Tehseen hasn't spoken yet. I want to bring him on this. Tehseen, the questions that are being made over here, and you've seen the ED statement, it's very, very clear that, when the ED sticks its neck out in this particular manner, makes a very serious charge of 100 crores being the amount. Do you think the agency would have done this without any basis, without any foundation, without any evidence?
So I will not say the BJP is a washing machine anymore. We're done and dusted with this. BJP is the complete washerman's ghat, where ED is the washerman. And to its opponents, it patak washers. That is 100 crores you've come out with this press note. This is the same ED which I have renamed BD Bajrang Dal. It's now an arm of the BJP, which went to court on Chhagan Bhujbal and said Chhagan Bhujbal was charge sheeted. By the way, they lost his case. They've lost the file. Same departments went to court. Karnataka, BJP MLA caught at 9 crore rupees. And believe me, you know what they said in court? Sorry, we raided the person without asking him. 1 rupee money trail is not found in the Liquorgate. 1 rupee. Now let's assume Arvind Kejriwal, for the sake of argument, let's say Arvind Kejriwal is guilty for not signing any papers, but hypothetically some money's come. One, they have not established how 100 crores was got, because I thought demonetization ended cash. So either Kavita is paid by credit card, debit card, or she's paid to a bank transfer or UPI, which nothing they have got. They sold the mobile phones. So if there is no 100 crores can't come from Telangana to Delhi by road. If they have no 100 crores, if Arvind Kejriwal is responsible as being a chairperson of a municipal corporation as the BJP alleges, why is the LG not in this list? Why is the cabinet secretary not in this list?
I want to answer
These are
this.
important questions to be asked. Now this 10 seconds more I'll take. You will not get bail in ED. Now don't tell me one odd case where somebody's got bail like a Sanjay Raut or something. It is almost next to impossible, because the twin conditions of you're guilty until proven innocent, and all the investigating agency has to do is come up with a piece of paper like this saying we have some money trail which the courts are then forced to acknowledge. You will not get bail. So how will you get bail? Now again, don't give me the exception. The rule is you don't get bail in ED cases. That's the problem.
Okay, yeah. Sanju Verma, respond to that. He says it's not one, but several instances that he cited. Please respond to those specific points.
You know, Madhav, I did not want to make this personal, but Tehsil sitting here trivializing a statutory body like the Enforcement Directorate, which has the powers of a civil court since 2003. It was a statutory body only way back in 1964. Today it is a statutory body. You sit here and every evening you give bhashan. Democracy khatre mein hai, loktantra khatre mein hai. But you are making fun of, mocking a statutory agency. Shame on you. Tehsil Purawala.
Okay. Let's not get personal. It's okay. He can criticize action. It's okay. Yeah.
Madhav, I need to finish.
Let's come back to the debate, please. No personal comments. I'm requesting everyone.
Madhav, I don't want to be heckled, because when he was speaking, I was absolutely quiet. You need to give me my time.
Yeah, make your point, please.
Personal comments, don't do that.
No, please keep.
Please, let me come in now. See, this is the problem. If you start making personal comments, then this goes on to a different tangent completely. Let's stick to the subject, please.
I did not start making personal comments, Madhav. Please do not always castigate me for no rhyme or reason.
But did he make a personal comment against you? He only criticized the agency. Let's not make things personal.
He did not criticize. He mocked the agencies. And if you're fine with it, too bad. But I'm not fine with it.
He has a right to mock. Let's not take this down any further. So, let's come back to the points he has made.
Yeah. You know, Madhav, now here I'm not making fun of Tehsil. There is one thing which even the BRS spokesperson said in Tehsil. And this is a classic case of how, when you are ignorant, you have no idea about how money trail is established, how transfer of funds takes place. You come on national TV and you show how dim-witted you are. यहाँ पर पूछा गया कि how was that 100 crores given?
One by one, please.
Did that 100 crores go from Delhi to Hyderabad or Hyderabad to Delhi? I will tell you what happened. What the Enforcement Directorate has said, it said that K. Kavita, through her confidant Arun Ramchandra Pillai, invested 32.5% stake, or rather got 32.5% stake in Indo Spirits, run by Samir Mahendru, and another 32.5% in Indo Spirits was given to another confidant of K. Kavita, a man called Prem Rahul. So what happened here? K. Kavita gives 100 crores via Vijay Nair to Indo Spirits / Samir Mahendru. In lieu of that, Samir Mahendru allows Arun Ramchandra Pillai to invest 32.5% stake, and Indo Spirit allows Prem Rahul along with Arun Ramchandra Pillai to invest an additional 32.5% stake, which means K. Kavita.
So the stakes are the kickback. So the stakes are the kickback is what you're saying. Yeah. In a nutshell.
Kavita gets 65% stake in Indo Spirit run by Samir Mahendru in lieu of the kickback she gave to the Aam Aadmi Party, and those kickbacks were routed through Vijay Nair. And if Tehsil Purawala does not understand this basic, it shows he's dim-witted.
Okay. Guys, quick response, please. Yeah.
Okay, let's establish that Sanjuji's established this kickback through Vijay Nair and Samir Mahendru. How did Samir and Vijay pay Kejriwal? वो तो बताओ ना भैया. You can't say who's Vijay, who's Samir. Tomorrow I say that I have given, please don't interrupt me, I say I have given current 10 crore rupees, and that, please Sanju, let's be a little serious. Don't
one by one.
I on this show, can we get Karan on screen please? I on this show say Are you
You're limited ignorance.
Sanju Verma, one by one. We didn't interrupt. Nobody interrupted you.
Let's
go one by one.
Let's say Sanju's making a case that Tehseen gave Karan some stake, 10 crore rupees, exchange of shares, and by that he bribed Madhav. But the transaction from Karan to Madhav has to be established, na? What is she coming? I mean, how is this established? Just there's some exchange of shares. They've got some exchange of shares from somewhere. They're saying this is Kejriwal, but he's not signed any paper. But he was sitting in a living room. Okay. Therefore, he's guilty.
Since you've taken Karan's name, Karan wants to respond to. Yeah. Yes, Karan.
Are you challenging the Supreme Court, dimwitted Poonawala?
Yeah.
No, Supreme Court doesn't. Sorry, Karan. Supreme Court won't give you bail.
Let me
I'm
answer
not
this.
challenging it.
Okay, Karan.
Sorry,
yeah,
Karan.
Karan, please.
Let me answer this, please.
That I gave you 10 crores.
Please. So, a pointed answer to Tehseen's question, Vijay Nair has admitted, Tehseen, that yes, money was routed through me, and there were vendors in Goa and Gujarat during the elections, and the entire bills were footed through the money that was made through the Liquorgate. That is how the money trail was established. And then in the court, the question was, then who is the beneficiary of this? The beneficiary is the Aam Aadmi Party, whose convener is Arvind Kejriwal. So that is how the money trail is established. That is what quid pro quo is all about. You take care of my expenses somewhere. Money doesn't need to physically travel. So all the expenses in Goa, Gujarat, and all the vendors
I want to bring in Ravi on the important aspect.
Crystal clear. Let's not feign ignorance.
Yeah, Karan, just coming in.
I won't take more than one. So Karan's argument is Vijay, who was the accused, to save himself, has now made himself, has now said, I'm going to be the witness and I will hang everybody under the thing. That is your entire case. That the accused, who the ED arrested, has now become saying that, listen, I'm now the witness. Sorry, you gave me money, but hey, I was passing it on here. So you catch somebody, get a confession out of him. Here in front of ED, confession is accepted, and you put other people in dock. And who are these other people? Your political opponents. This is the case in a nutshell.
He's given an entire list of vendors and contractors who were paid through the money.
Okay, let me come in now. One second. The most important aspect, and in fact, today Arvind Kejriwal was summoned in the Delhi Jal Board case. And I want to ask Ravi Sirvastava, on the basis of the documents that we put forth, there are some very serious questions. When Arvind Kejriwal was the chairman of the Delhi Jal Board, as per these documents, they were ignoring red flags of NKG enterprises, despite the fact that there was advice given to the contrary. They were given the contract. This is, of course, a very serious charge, Ravi Sirvastava.
Madhav, as far as the Jal Board case is concerned, as far as the AAP statement is concerned, AAP statement has said that they have not heard about this case yet. What to talk about it, arrest and the summon and all those things. At least let the case be known to the party or the people who are concerned with this. Then they will be able to respond it. This is altogether a flimsy case which BJP is trying to latch on because now they know that arresting Kejriwal will make him a martyr before election. So they do not want to do that, but they want to malign the party by making this kind of flimsy cases which they have been making for last 10 years.
Do they want to arrest him or do they not want to arrest him? Aam Aadmi Party has been saying they want to arrest him.
No, they want to arrest him, but they
want to arrest him, but they don't want to do it now. What is the logic, Ravi Sirvastava?
They now themselves are confused. What should they do with him? Okay. That is what his situation is.
BJP is confused. You don't have any proof. You don't know whether to arrest him or not, Sanju Verma. Please respond to Ravi Sirvastava. You don't have proof and you're confused.
Okay. Madhav, very quickly. You know, in the Delhi Jal Board scam, who are the key people who are accused? The key people who are accused, obviously, there is a company called NKG Infra, which is at the epicenter of the controversy. The other people who are involved are chief engineers, contractors, additional engineers who were handpicked by Arvind Kejriwal, and the names are Anil Agarwal, Jagdish Arora, Sushil Goyal, P.K. Gupta, N.K. Gupta, and Ashok Sharma. All these people were handpicked by the... Why is this man giving background music,
Ravi, please, nobody interrupted you. One second, let her, at least you are saying you don't know the charges. She's reading out the information that she has. Allow her to at least make her submission.
Why don't you? I don't understand. I don't interrupt anybody. Why can't I be extended?
Ravi, this is not fair, Ravi Sirvastava. Nobody heckled you, sir.
This is a baseless charge.
Let her at least read out the charge. You are saying that you don't know the charge. Let her at least read out the charge.
Evidence.
No, you are not knowing his fate. Doesn't I'm supposed to be...
Sir, this has been reported extensively. In fact, I'm surprised you're saying you don't know the charges. This has been quite a bit of reporting around the story.
No,
Once again. But Sanju, complete your point.
Thank you. Madhav, my limited point is this. There is a scam in the Delhi Jal Board. 3,500 electromagnetic flow meters were supposed to be installed. And in the last 4 years, instead of 3,500, it is said that not even 35 electromagnetic flow meters have been installed. And the contract was actually worth 14 crore. But a contract worth 38 crore was given to NKG Infra, और अब तो ये शुरुआत है. But I will go back to one thing that the BRS spokesperson, he spoke about Sujana Chaudhary, and this case keeps coming up every time we discuss about K. Kavita. Sujana Chaudhary had a lookout circular issued against him. Sujana Chaudhary was denied bail by the CBI. The case was investigated since 2016. He had to repay 106 crore to the Indian subsidiary of a Mauritius-based bank. He failed to repay that amount, but later in 2021, he repaid that 106 crore with penal interest of 21% in toto. So please read and come. Do not threaten false news on national channels.
Okay.
My last point to Tehseen. When Tehseen Poonawala says there is no liquor scam, he's actually mocking the Supreme Court. But I don't expect any better from Tehseen because Tehseen ka Jija Robert Vadra is out on bail. Sonia Gandhi out on bail. Rahul Gandhi out on bail. P. Chidambaram out on bail in the INX media case. So this dim-witted Poonawala...
No personal comments. Again. No personal comments, please. But Tehseen, quick response. She's taken a name. Quick 30-second response. I have to wrap up this debate. We're totally over time.
The BJP spokesperson was very upset that I was calling the agencies unprofessional. If I don't call them unprofessional, what can I say when she herself admits that there's a lookout notice and the person is putting up posters of the Honorable Prime Minister and organizing his rallies? If I don't call them unprofessional, what else can I call them? I end my submission there.
All right. We're wrapping up this debate now. I'm going to request everyone to just hold on. I'd like to thank, Ravi Sirvastava for joining us on this particular debate. Other panelists will continue with us for debate number 2.